Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geomologist Presents. We are continuing our ongoing Twilight 2000 campaign of the Free Krakow Coalition. I have you here on this map. There's a lot of explosions and tokens with X's over them. There was an early dawn engagement between the forces of the Free Krakow Coalition, bolstered by the some soldiers of the Ormo, or actually the Warta from Krakow, against elements of the 20th Soviet Tanks Division. And they are trying to, the Free Krakow Coalition at least, with the help of Krakow, is trying to undermine the Soviet 20th because they threaten Krakow's territory's northern border. So the purpose of this engagement was to capture this guy, Gortner. And he is the Polovnik, Polkovnik, or Zampolite in the Soviet 20th. And there is reason to believe that he has ties to the GRU group that is causing problems in and around the area. So what we're going to do today, I don't know, Amy, you have to tell me if you're adding this on to a larger recording or session, or you're releasing it separately.
Just an interrogation.
We're just running the interrogation of this Gortner. He was captured, as you can see, in this battle. He was actually smacked on the head and then dragged from the camp all the way back into the tree line by the combined forces of, well, by Garcia, Reed, North, and the rest. So pretty cool operation. They, just to recap, they destroyed a tank with some crazy action by this guy, Maxim Volkov, the executioner, and his unit with Adam of the Warta and some Polish soldiers. And Garcia and Reed took out this BTR and a BMP-1. And it looks like the BMTR is kind of for scrap and ammo. The BMP-1, I know it says BMP-2 on the token, but the BMP-1 can be salvaged. So Gortner, so what happened though is after the engagement, they had called up the Hind, correct? Amy will.
Yes, yes.
They called up the Hind from where the Free Krakow Coalition's forward base is located, and came out here, grabbed the prisoners. There's like 4 prisoners, and Gortner, and then airlifted,
And Volkov.
and Volkov, because he's injured too. Crazy, he's injured too. He's all got burns and stuff, and needs to get a new flak jacket. Anyway, so they're going back and taking them back to the castle. So I will switch. So Gortner was smacked on the back of the head, had no idea what was going on, and he would wake up groggy, flying in the Hind. So we can pick up there, Amy, if you want. Volkov. Volkov's probably got at least, well, Kasha would have healed him at least one, right? Do
Just
we?
one. Just
Yes.
enough.
Was he at? So he could be at 3, not at 2, I guess.
Right.
Um, as opposed to, he's 2 out of 5 now, so I guess he's at 3 out of 5.
Yes.
Yep. So you can fix that. Yeah. So anyway, so Gortner wakes up in one of those kind of gurney things that they have on the Hind, and he's like, "What? Whoa! Hi! Whoa!" in Polish, because he's Polish. No, he's Russian. So he's like, "Oh, what? What? What is going on? Where are we going? What?"
I am the ghost of Chestashova.
That's
And
one.
be quiet. And the rest, we will be back to where we can speak soon. It is not safe to speak here. We were attacked by your forces, and Volkov is here to rescue you. Be quiet and close your eyes.
Volkov, the GRU is here.
Why would you say that out loud when I told you to be quiet? Be quiet. You never know who's around here.
Right. So give me a command from Ren, I guess.
He's not going to give him his name, but
Mhm.
Probably be helpful if I open the character sheet.
You know,
Just a little bit. Alright. Opening. And you want command, right?
Mhm. I don't know what it rolled.
6 and a 4.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, you're seeing them. I'm not seeing them. That's weird. All right, well, that's a success.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I get like it's weird. Okay. Huh. Wonder why it did that.
I don't know. Let me go over here. And I'll try
Did it show you the actual
dice.
dice stuff?
The dice are on my screen, so it's a 6 and a 4.
But it did something weird with the character sheet, right?
Yes, it did. But I tried to do something else, so we'll see when I make another roll if it fixed it.
All right. It looks like Volkov was successful, so Gortner kind of calms down.
Well, Ren was.
Oh yeah, Ren was successful. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess he calms down and just kind of waits. Does anyone does Volkov or
Volkov is not going to say anything or do anything because he's up kind of in the pilot area,
mhm.
you know, staying out of Gortner's area of view there. He just kind of wants him to deal with Ren and North right now because I'm assuming North is right there as well.
Yeah.
And I would think Florian would look at him and say, "Why did you attack us? This is not the plan. Why did you attack us, Zempolite?" And he'll say it kind of like that, and he'll say this in Russian because
Mhm.
Florian speaks fluent Russian too.
Okay. You're saying that while you're flying back?
Well, Florian is talking to to Gortner, not Volkov.
Why did you attack us? That's what he said.
That's
That you.
what Florian would say. "Why are you attacking us? We were told you were here to help, or we were supposed to. We already told the people we're here to take this."
He looks really confused. I guess. Let me see. He's still kind of. I think he's still kind of messed up. Yeah. I mean, I guess you healed him a little bit, right? Did he's at 0, so I guess Kasha healed him like 1 at least.
Up to 2.
Okay, I actually got a success. Good success. Okay, so okay. Um, hmm, let me see how he responds there. All right. All right. He says because we were going to verify. I was going to go meet you, Volkov. I was going to go meet you. You said you were already doing stuff at the castle. That's what my man reported. I was just going to check.
I told you I am not Volkov. I am the ghost of Chestashova.
Our plan was not to attack,
It
but a
wasn't.
show of but a
All
show
of
of
us, all of us were attacked, and we had to get you out of there. You were already unconscious on the ground with somebody hovering above you with a gun to kill you.
Right. So now he's get to roll the persuade to see if his deception is believed.
Persuade?
Mm-hmm.
He's not super great at persuade, but we'll
No.
see. If he is, he is. If he isn't, he isn't.
Oh, we got an 8.
An
Yeah, he's
8,
succeeding.
an 8 on an 8, and a 4 on the 6.
Yep. So he kind of, I guess he seems to believe you, and he quiets down. I think he's done for now. Okay.
So
So I guess.
Florian would just sit away from him, and he would go up and tap Volkov,
Okay.
letting it, kind of informing him that he's kind of set the stage.
Uh-huh. Now I got all these like errors on my maps.
So I guess we will pause while we switch maps.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back, folks. It'll be a blink of the eye for you as we switch maps. Pause.
All right. So our focus. So now they fly back. That other incident. Our focus is on Gortner here, and you fly back here in the Hind to the castle,
Mm-hmm.
Oshkov, and you land.
Just to make sure that he's not being weird, Florian would have put something over his head so he can't see where he is.
Oh, before you guys get there and land.
Yes. So he
Okay.
doesn't necessarily know that he knows he's in a vehicle moving, but he doesn't know what he's in.
Right. Okay.
And the next time that he would undo Courtner's stuff is after he's carried and sat in a chair
Mhm.
in a
Okay.
room.
All right. All right. So you get them there. I don't. What do you do with the other guys?
They're off being taken care of by the rest of the FKO.
Mhm.
They're not involved in this. They'll be interrogated later. Rupert will probably take care of some of it, and possibly Diaz and Garcia, or not Diaz and Garcia, Garcia and Reed. I mean, but Ren would take his cape off of his head, and he'd be like, "There's water in front of you. Drink if you wish." But this is where the pleasantries end.
Okay. He's like, oh, okay, but you rescued me, right?
Rescue is an interesting word. You attacked us. I need to get the commander. You may sit here and drink that water. I will be back with the commander. We will determine your fate.
Okay. Well, he drinks the water.
And Ren will leave, close the door, and he and Volkov will stand there for a little bit. They're trying to get Gortner to wiggle a little bit. Not a lot of room and not a lot of light in that room. It's, I'm assuming, a little cold and drafty.
Okay.
And then I think both Volkov and Florian would come in, but Volkov would have covered his face, so all he sees is his eyes, like a mask.
All right.
And basically, I envision that's the way Florian is too. All he sees are the eyes of Florian and Volkov, not the actual facial features. And he's like, "Well, Gortner, before the commander talks to you, do you have anything to say for yourself for attacking us? Did you give that order? Or is this yet another failure on your behalf?"
We did not attack. We were headed to the castle. I do not know what you were talking about. I was. We were camped. We were going to confront this castle, and as a show of force, we were going to see if you, Volkov, were there.
I think Volkov would slam his fist on the table and get in his face and say, "I don't appreciate a snake, and I don't appreciate being attacked when I came here to help you. I'm going to list this as another failure on your behalf to impress me, just like you didn't take out Silicia's ward or
Margrave.
Margrave.
Okay.
What did you do? You killed his son. How does that help me, Gortner? Another failure. Yet another failure."
I did not know what you were talking about.
Uh-huh. That's what they all say. Maybe it would have been better for you to take your cyanide pill now, wouldn't it have?
Cyanide pill? Because I'm no KGB.
Hmm, I'm sure you are. You know, we went through Krakow to meet your alleged contact over there as well. And you know what? Pathetic. He knew nothing. Nothing. You know what he tried to do? Attack me there too. What is up with this? I think you have it out for me. A vendetta of sorts.
Because, like I said, I am not. I'm not KGB.
Oh, pardon me. GRU.
Oh, there's definitely some recognition there.
You think you're part of the GRU like I am, but you're nothing like that. You know what? I don't even think you can tie the shoelaces of the KGB based on how you run an operation.
Because KGB, they're gone. Those the Americans took him out in Krakow.
Volkov would grab his shirt and pull him close to him and say, "That's just what you think, isn't it?"
That is what I know, Volkov,
How do you know that?
because you've told me.
I've told you many things. I told you the Americans took out the KGB in Krakow.
Yes, in Krakow.
Yeah. Then why are they here?
We are not KGB. We are the Soviet 20th Tank Guards Division.
Ha! I don't think you're that. You're a GRU wannabe,
I
and
am
you're a
glad that
failure for being
is it
anything else.
Miss Volkov,
Yeah, Volkov is in his face.
because but we were supposed to coordinate with you.
You attacked me. Is that your idea of coordination?
I did not know it was you. I did not know you were this far east. That's why I was coming to find out.
And these scouts you sent along the side of the road? What was that? The ones that attacked me coming in? I was trying
And
to set up.
well, I hope they are dead, for they did not follow orders. They were supposed to scout, not attack.
They also attacked.
That is
There's a
like I have
certain
told you,
sameness here going on. You cannot seem to lead anything. How am I supposed to trust you?
because that is not my fault. That is the failings of Colonel Kazanov. I have told you this many times. I should be in charge of the 20th. Kazanov, it is his lack of leadership and discipline. That is why these men act like marauders.
Oh, really? You know,
If you put me in charge, well, things would be different.
if I had put you in charge, I put a GRU
What I need to
unit
do,
already in the 20th. And they've reported back to me that you don't even stand up to anybody. You run off and you try and show your might, and look what this is. Can't even run an operation to come and meet me.
because there is no leadership there. That
And
I have just done what you've told me to do to undermine Colonel Kazanov.
I told you to undermine him, yes. But did I tell you to attack me? You seem to think
I
that
did not
I'm
give
I'm
orders.
not smart enough to know that you attacked me.
I will find out what is going on in this lack of discipline. There was no orders to attack. We were to come to Oshkov, meet with you. I mean, truth be told, Volkov, I didn't know you would be this far east. I thought you'd still be over there towards Cilicia.
Well, I had to go over and take care of Cilicia because you couldn't either. I know I specifically sent a message with the GRU unit that was sent into the 20th to tell you to take out the war grave of Cilicia. But guess what? He's still alive. All you managed to
That
do
was
was kill his kid.
that was that. Because wait, I thought we didn't do that. I thought it was the KGB who tried to do that. You told me it was the KGB.
Everybody knows that when I say the KGB, I mean the GRU, and I meant for you to take care of it.
I thought you hated them. You call them. You call them. elitist reactionaries. We are here for the long game. That's what you said. That is why I'm trying to undermine uh, the kernel of the 20th, what's left of the 20th, because I mean, he
Yeah,
had this
well,
silly plan to try to attack Krakow or something, and I said, no, we need to wait. We need to infiltrate, like you said.
yeah, and exactly how many of the forces you told me you have up there are still left?
Plenty.
Plenty. I didn't see very much in the way of reputable vehicles or munitions,
Well,
and a
that is
total lack of training. People
that is an
can't
issue.
even fire a gun.
Well, that is not my fault. I've been trying to gather my people, like you
Gordner,
have told me to do, and grab.
Gordner, you are the fault. You told me you could lead. You told me if I let you have a group, you could lead them and you could
It takes time.
outdo everything.
It
But
takes time.
was this your group, hand chosen here, that just attacked me? You know, it took us less than 15 minutes to wipe all of you out, including the munitions and the vehicles that you had there.
Even the tank.
Even the tank, one shot. That
We don't
doesn't.
have that many.
What?
We don't have that many tanks. I'm telling.
Yes. So start telling me what you have left that I'm supposed to lead to victory in Krakow.
I mean, just tells you like the well.
How
Now there
many?
are only two operational 64s and four T62s. Did you was that a 62 or a 64 that you guys took out?
64.
Yep. Because we are trying to get some of these T55s out of mothballs, but our ammunition is limited. The our main weapon is the self propelled the SAU 122.
And what did you do with that?
It is still in the town that we have.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I hope you have it under cover and not sitting right out like you guys were sitting out here in the grassy yard.
It is guarded. Of course, it is.
Guarded. Guarded by what? One person?
No, the rest of the ammo. Why you would know this? I've told you all this before. Nothing
I
has
don't
changed.
trust anything you say to me now, so you better start repeating it.
Okay, because well, I've told you I have people, I have men in place there.
Yeah, this was your men
Not the new
too?
tank, not the new tanks where they're trying to build, but I mean, what is left of the 20th? It is a right. He says it is a pale comparison to what it used to be.
Well, my count from my spies tell me there's only about 2,000 of you left. So start telling me the truth, Gortner. How many are actually there?
But on paper,
Not on paper, physically alive.
I do not know. Things change all the time, but on paper, well, again, on paper, it is not that much.
Yeah, give me a number.
Last I counted, maybe 3,200 soldiers, but a quarter of them are new draftees. We have very few. We are no longer a tank division.
Yeah, and my spies tell me that you have a
Wait,
BTR
you have other
70.
spies?
Of course, I have spies.
I don't have a
Do you
T70.
think that I was going to let you run any sort of an operation without first checking on how you are out
No,
in the field?
well, no.
And what's that pathetic BTR you had driving here with one person in it? One person.
There was a crew of three.
Yeah, where are they now?
I do not know.
Hmm. You seem to have a lot of things you don't know. What happened to the what? The three BMP ones you told me you had? Do you still have those? Well, obviously, there's one over there. Blown to smithereens, so I guess that means you only have two BMP ones now?
I don't know, Amy, honestly. Maybe one more BMP1 if that one is destroyed. Two.
Mm-hmm. I see. And allegedly, you used to have 4 T-62s or T-72s, 272 T-72s.
No, nothing.
No T-72s, just 2 T-64s and some T-52s you're trying to get out of storage.
55s.
I didn't even know those still existed after World War One.
World War II.
Well, he's
You're
joking.
making stuff. You are confusing me, Volkov. This is not the way you've talked to me before.
Maybe you just haven't been talked to the way I want to talk to you. Anyways,
I do not think. I do not think Kruglov would approve
really, you
treatment.
don't think he would approve?
No, I am a captain in the army.
You think you're a captain in the army? Maybe Krugeloff is a better officer than you are, Gortner.
Of course he is. He's your commander too.
Well, we all know I'm a better commander than he is. After all, I'm considered the executioner, which is kind of what I intend for our meeting here. But my major here says he has other questions for you. So, you can either answer his questions.
Yes, I will answer the questions. I've done nothing wrong. I'm doing only what you have ordered me to do.
Mm-hmm. So he'll step aside and Florian will come back up and he'll be like, so tell me of the plan to take out Cilicia. What is your plan to take out Cilicia? After all, we did send the command for you personally to prove yourself to us and take him out.
You said that was the KGB.
We were
We
told it was the KGB, but you were supposed to look into that, weren't you? Well, I mean, I can just start removing digits one by one until you answer my question. I know, I know Commander Volkov sent you a note and told you to personally prove to him that you could handle it and go to Cilicia and take them out and grab that area so that way when we took Krakow, we have the whole area and we rid ourselves of all this different stuff.
That's impossible.
How is it impossible? I mean, with the likes of
You've
you
had
in
this,
command, yes.
well, not me, with Kazanov in command, because I've told you this. Because we have looked.
Kazanov
The
is in.
preferences are towards Krakow. We have discussed this. He said Krakow is more, you or Volkov. Volkov, he's shouting for Volkov. I guess Volkov's not there, right?
Nope.
Because Volkov said that Krakow, that Cilicia was untenable at the moment. We do not have our pre-war mobility. We could not overcome them quickly. They're too spread out.
But you were
We were
sent
trying
a
to
note.
negotiate a mutual we were trying to negotiate a mutual defense agreement with the city, but well, but the boggled assassination that you said was the KGB. I did not know it was GRU. That's even well. Anyway, you said it was a KGB. That boggled assassination attempt has now put them on more of a defensive. So Krakow is an easier target.
Hmm. So what you're telling me is you didn't get our commander's note that you personally were to take out Cilicia
That's a suicide mission. Why would you do that?
to prove your
Volkov,
loyalty.
I am loyal.
Are you?
Yes. The one who is disloyal is Kazanov. He is having second thoughts.
Hmm. I don't know.
because I want to take over the division.
Doesn't seem like there's
Kazanov has
even a
no love for
division
me.
left.
Kazanov has no love for me, but I do have others that would be more amenable to us and our plans.
Like who?
Us, I'm saying the GRU, right?
Yes. Do you think I'm not part of the GRU as well? I am the ghost of
I did not know you.
Cheskilova.
I did
I,
not know
as
you sound
one
Polish.
person, as one person, have taken out thousands. And you're telling me that when you're given a direct command to go silent Cilicia, all you can manage to do is take out a child?
That was a KGB. I'm telling you.
Hmm. I don't know. I will have to talk to the commander and see what he wants to do with you now. This failure, I don't know. So Ren will get
He
up
doesn't.
and
He
walk
looks
away and close
extremely
the door.
confused. He's
I
extremely.
know, he wants him totally confused.
But you don't think he's lying. He's telling the truth as far as he knows it.
Well,
He was
yeah.
he was told that the KGB tried this and they failed,
Mm-hmm.
and actually the GRU guys don't like the KGB, which is
Yeah,
probably accurate.
of course not.
And he's trying to work with Lubulin through Lubulin's GRU because you took out the KGB. The KGB has really no.
Well, yeah. But Ren wants to wait a little bit, and Volkov will go back in a minute, and he'll take him like a little thing to eat, crackers or something like that. Nothing big.
Yep.
Give him some more water and tell him, I have to think about it. I'm very displeased. And
Because what
our
do
and
you
our
need?
motherland would be very displeased at your disservice.
Well, what do you need? I tell you, we can take this place over. Well, crap. I mean, look at all the Krakow has a lot of tanks. The infiltration is the way to go. We cannot attack Krakow. You know this.
I'm not asking you to attack Krakow.
And then these
Perhaps I need
meddling.
to lead myself. So tell me exactly what you think I should do to go into where the 20th is and assume command.
Kill Kazanov. I will back you up on this. I have people there. Let us take over.
And what people do you have there? I thought you said you brought your elite team over here. How many people do you have there?
Because I have at least
Two?
a couple of officers that are loyal to me.
Yeah. And what are their names?
I don't remember, honestly.
That's okay. I'll just put down two officers. Aligned to them. So if I go in there and I ask for these two, they'll do what I ask because you will have told them to do that. Is that what I'm gathering here, Gortner?
But they're waiting for orders from you, from me, yes, but I can do that too.
I don't know. I feel as though you might be a failure to me. So what? I'll make you a deal. You can remain here in this room, and I will go meet with these two officers. But last time I checked, you had people picking vegetables to feed you. Where's all the food that you told me you had to feed the 20th?
We don't. That's the problem. We need to move or do something. I mean, we can take food if you want us to from the people there. They will starve, but the 20th will be alive.
Not worried about people starving. I'm worried about having a good command. So I get these two, I speak to them, and they will follow my orders, no questions asked. You've told them to do that?
I'm sure they will ask questions, but
There's no questions that are asked in the Soviet.
well,
I'm,
things are different now. You know this. They would. It was convincing. The long game, you say. You sound very different. Something must be going on with you all.
yes, every time I turn around, it's failure after failure after failure. Where's the helicopter you told me you guys could get
Well,
here?
the Polish don't want us here.
Well, maybe you should tuck tail and go home, don't you think, Gortner?
If I could, I would.
Then why didn't you take your people and go back there?
Where we can't. Where are we going to go through? No one's going to let 3,000 troops go.
Huh. I don't know. You can stay here. I will find your two officers. I will communicate with them, and then I will decide what to do with you. This is a disappointment, Gortner, and I don't think you can live up to my standards anymore. I really have to think on this. Do you have anything else that you'd like to say to me before I determine your fate?
Yes. What is going on here?
Obviously, I'm asking questions. I was attacked by who I thought was an ally. That's what's going on here. I was led to believe that you had a strong influence and that you could command anything, including the army, and I was supposed to give you control of stuff, but I don't know. Give me 3 reasons why I shouldn't execute you right now.
What? Execute me? But I only followed your orders.
Uh huh.
I must have been I must have been compromised in my group and they betrayed me. They did not follow orders. I will get to the bottom of it.
That's not a reason. That's an excuse, Gortner. And Volkov will walk out and close the door.
Okay. What are you going to do with this guy? I got
I'm just going to leave him in the room for a little bit.
no, but like ultimately, I mean, he's told you all he knows. He's not lying. You guys have kind of broken him. He's freaking out. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do with him? Then we can finish
Well,
this.
what I'm thinking is that when they went back in there, they would put like sleeping pills or something in the water, and he would fall asleep, and then Kasha would keep him asleep for a little while
Mm-hmm.
until we wrangled up the 20th.
Or have Kasha do like a sleeping pill medical thing.
Okay, I have to pull up Kasha here.
Of course.
Well, I didn't have her open. So medicine?
Yeah.
Oh, she's on combat here. That would be a 12 and a
Mhm.
9.
Yeah, no problem. He's gonna be out like trout for a while. Okay. So
Because
he
the real
subdued.
Volkov and Florian are thinking he could possibly still be useful to us.
Yeah, I'll give you the name of the um
The
uh
officers.
yeah yeah, I'll give you the name of God, his names suck.
Could probably just copy and paste them into
Yeah, yeah.
the.
Kuliakov, Kuliakov and Lavrentiev at Kuliakov.
Yeah, they're phonetic in my notes right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Volkov would go to those at the castle and tell them that this shouldn't be a problem anymore. It's only 2,300 of them, and we've taken more of those out in one afternoon.
Okay.
But we will leave Cilicia here to guard you as we go forward. But I feel as though the way I need to do this is I need to talk to Kazanov myself.
Okay.
And then this one that he was mentioning,
Yeah.
Krugabov, I can't pronounce it. I can't say this name. The one that's supposedly the other Volkov's commander.
Oh, yes. Um, I'll give you that name. The GRU guy from Lubulin.
Yes.
Kruglov. K-R-U-G K-R-U-G-L-O-V. Kruglov.
Kruglov. GRU out of Lublin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we do have connections in Lublin. The FKC does.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Alrighty. So I think that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So he's asleep for a long time until you decide what to do with him. And then the next step is going to be to get to the Greek. Well, that's not the Greek. It's that town I cannot pronounce. Um, S SZ something.
The SCC place, yes.
Yeah. I'll put it in the chat for people. SZCZEKOCINY. Shishak. No.
Oh. If anybody watching knows how to pronounce this, please leave a pronunciation
Yeah, I can go on Google.
But I'm thinking what might make the most sense is to keep Gartner sleepy until such time as we can either get him on a boat and leave him somewhere, or take him up to Lublin. He just wakes up in a jail up there. Because the idea is to.
In Krakow.
I'm sorry?
Or in Krakow or something.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Or just leave him in Russia somewhere. Let him find his way.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's someone that we can bring to our side. He seems.
Shishekoshin.
Sheshuki?
Yeah. She Koshin.
Koshin. Okay.
Koshin. Something like that.
Yeah. But
Nice.
anyways, thank you.
There was a battle there in 1794.
Huh?
Third partition of the battle there in 1794. The third partition.
That's pretty fun. Alrighty. Well, thank you for doing our interrogation here.
Okay.
And I'm sure Volkov and Wren will disseminate the information that they need, and that we will push forward, because it doesn't seem like the 20th are really the force they say they are.
Yeah.
Shikachine. Alrighty, well.
Shikachine.
Thank you to our listeners.
Yep. All right. Well, cool. Well, thank you, Amy. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Good night and
rolling.